On Viral this week, we take a look at the wildest, craziest moments from the courtroom. You won't believe it as a new Viral starts right now here on Connect TV. Everyone, welcome to this another edition of Viral Wildest Courtroom Battle. The men you know that we talked about in the preview. Law and order is the strong arm in the land. When it comes to the judicial system, things go awry. Sometimes family members, victims can take it to the next level. But we'll talk about this here and discuss it here on Viral. Alright, let's get started with this story. Man, a father calls out his son's murderer about why he did what he did to leave his son out hanging. Man, this credible story. Take a look and watch for yourself.
He need to go to prison. He don't need to be laying no mental hospital. He need to go to prison, man. Come on, sir. He want to play crazy. He wasn't crazy when he murdered my son, man. He wasn't crazy then, but he crazy now. All of a sudden he crazy now. You want to lay in a mental hospital? You done murdered my son, man, for nothing. When he was trying to get away from you. You trying to get away from you, man. And you kept shooting him while his back was under the truck. You kept shooting him, man. You kept shooting him in his back. His back was turned to you, man. He was trying to get away from you. And you murdered him, man, like that. You murdered him, man, like that. Why you doing it like that, man? And you want to play crazy, man? He ain't crazy. He ain't crazy.
As the father demanded answers, he wanted to know why did he take his son's life away from him after his son was trying to help. We'll never know. Speaking of that, a 5-year-old boy in Jackson, Mississippi was shot and killed. Well, let me just say this. This is for parental advisory. You may want to hear this story out. We gave you full warning of disclosure. It's non-sanctioned here. But you gotta see to believe it. This family went in droves to attack the boy's killer, and you won't believe how they did it. Just look at this.
A drive-by shooting has left a 5-year-old boy dead. But the Florida Supreme Court has decided it was not premeditated, and the killer's death sentence should be reduced. At a resentencing hearing, the boy's distraught grandmother held up a picture of the boy in an open casket.
What it did to him.
And that was all the prompting the boy's father needed. Suddenly, he launched an attack on the man who had murdered his baby boy. As the attorneys ran for cover, the angered victim's family began to extract their own revenge.
To be honest, if I could have, I would have beat him to death in that courtroom.
The families of the convicted killers then joined the melee as police officers and bailiffs struggled to regain control of the courtroom. Lucas and his 2 brothers-in-law were arrested and found in contempt.
Man, oh man, I feel sorry for I know the boy got killed. Things happen, and you don't want to see an innocent boy get killed like that. But I even felt sorry for that man getting jumped by the whole family. Man, poor guy. He almost got killed himself by the family. Well, that little boy. Woo! Oh my God. Man. Alright. Let's move over to when a mother accuser is accused of 10 counts of murder. This happened in Atlanta. It was the most wildest, bizarre thing that you ever wanted to see. The woman kept doing outrageous body language. You want to see for yourself? Take a look.
Of that on your first appearance order. And ma'am, I'm going to caution you to cut out the right to represent yourself. In our Constitution, you have a right to represent yourself.
My attorneys, it's the people that we're fighting for. That's the hope. It's always the hope because it's the last thing that dies. Please, you are the hope of the world, each one of you. It doesn't matter what color you are, because God loves us all.
So you do not want to have a lawyer to represent you?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I can't force one on you. All right? I would highly recommend that you
have any new felony charges, even if you're on felony probation, that date in the upper right-hand corner will not actually occur because you can go to court before you reach that date. When you have only misdemeanors, that is a backup date for a preliminary hearing. As a matter of fact, our solicitor's office, which maintains an office here in the jail, will accuse your case by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. You can be in court. Here's the first thing that I'm going to tell you, because I am probably the first defense attorney you've seen since you got arrested, and that is, do not talk to anyone about your case. I know there's a lot of distraction and there's a lot of stuff going on in here, but do not talk to anyone about your case. These people that you're in the courtroom with here, the people in the holding cell, the people in your pod, if you speak to them about your case, you create another witness for the state. And that person can be subpoenaed and brought back to testify against you at the time you have a trial. So don't think because they live in Mississippi or they're getting extradited to California or they came here from Guatemala that they will not be available as a witness. Because the Gwinnett County DA's office will go and get them and bring them back to testify against you. And then if you lose the case, they'll make you pay for it as well. So do not talk to anyone about your case. Every phone call you make from this jail is recorded. When Judge Thorpe comes in here, turns on this recording.
Sick, disgusting, and crazy. This woman went through trying to point signs and bowing down, and what she thinks she is? This American Idol? Is that America's Next Top Model? This need to be America's Most Wanted. For her, did you see the mental health issues that she was going through? Man, she looked like she was crazy. Her hair was almost pulled out. And you killing, and you have 10 counts on you for killing your kids, innocent lives. You got to be nuts. You got to be crazy. That's why I say, ooh, man, oh man, that's just crazy. I wouldn't even do it when I was a parent. I wouldn't even do that to my kids. If I'm going that crazy, I might well give my parents and let them handle it for me. They had to handle me. Woo. All right. Let's move over to the family of a murder victim lashes out at court at her killer in court. Man, the family just went crazy. Just take a look.
The judge sentenced McCrae to 30 to 60 years for second-degree murder. Someone in the crowd called McCrae a name, and that's when this happened. The outburst, a clear sign of frustration by Barnes's loved ones, knowing that McCrae will still have a chance at life outside of prison since he's only 22 now, something the judge touched on before that outburst.
The family thing, this is Jerry Springer and Mari pulling together. That's going to be next. Who you think killed your person? Mari, The DNA says you killed him. Whoa! All right. Let's move over to this one. The family wants justice. I mean justice, like justice, law and order. We talked about. He's going to get his down the line in court for just snapping on them and stuff like that. Who you think you are, man? You ain't nobody now. You a killer now. Once you're a killer, you just down the bottom of the totem pole just like everybody else. Expect that. And finally on Viral. Man, oh man. Now, I had a few choice words when I was younger, cussing, using profane words. Thought it was like exciting and new, different, fresh. But this in Kansas, this inmate goes and use profane words at the courtroom, at the judge and the lawyers. Man, you won't believe for yourself. Just watch this.
Yeah, I know the words were that you deliberately were hawking up bullshit. I didn't hawk up no saliva, okay? That's bullshit, and you're gonna believe those lies. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't hawk up no saliva. You're gonna believe a lie because they wearing uniform, just like they beat Richard. You seem like such a nice guy. They beat Richards. Did they beat Richards in February? That wrote, oh, and you don't know who Richards is, huh? February 15th, that rogue-ass Diaz beat the man, fractured his jaw, put him in the hospital on life support. You remember that? He's doing such a good job, isn't he? Diaz, wearing a uniform, right? Rogue deputy.
Look at me.
Just like Eagleton. You ain't got to scream at me. You gonna raise your voice at me?
Oh my God.
You raise your voice to me, I raise my voice to you. You just in a road.
I appreciate Mr. Gaines making my point for me.
You punk.
Very well received.
Maggot mother.
And I don't think I have to take insults from
I know. You. You's a. You's a.
He's a tough guy now.
You's a.
But I think
You's a. And you'll be a. After I get sentenced, punk.
I think Mr. Gaines has forfeited to me.
I'm ready to go. I was ready to go. You punk.
I'm talking.
You.
Take out of the courtroom.
You's a maggot.
Yeah, you're a tough guy.
You's a maggot, punk. You should have died when you was a baby.
Yeah.
Maggot.
Anytime, Mr. Gaines.
You just saying this. He just a raging lunatic. Don't even know his own filter. Filter this. You need to go to court and go back to cussing etiquette. That's what you need to do. Learn that real well and there, because it's not cutting here and you're cussing the law. Or you know that woman can put the whole book on you for cussing her out. Sometimes these inmates don't think. But hey, that's their business. I'm gonna let them stick to it, like we're gonna stick to it. Well, that ends another edition of Viral for this week. And I thank you all for joining me here, and I hope to see you next week here on Viral.